Hey there, I'm sharing divine guidance today. Please use your discernment to know if this is for you or not. This is a collective reading. We're going to take the temperature, see if there's any advice for you. If you'd like a personal, just go to betweenbothworlds.com. All kinds of options. All right, let's connect. Allowing the guidance in, we ask you to stand in trust, faith, and knowingness that you are divinely protected and loved, and these messages are for your highest and greatest good. And so it is. All right. Let's see what the temperature is. Hanged Man. The Fool. The Moon. Interesting. Very interesting. Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. Okay. Hanged Man is talking about gaining a new perspective or outlook on something. It also represents surrendering something, sacrificing, kicking it back, and relaxing and waiting for enlightened information before this new journey. Okay, so I feel like there's a bit of a waiting period. There's a bit of unknown, uncertainty, okay, which can strum up like some anxiety, some fear, because it can be uncomfortable not knowing, right? It's like kind of like releasing control and allowing things to come naturally. Okay, spiritually, I feel like things are being aligned in a way that you don't need to take any action at this time. Okay, with the Moon card, I feel like you spiritually, psychically, intuitively know something is kind of happening behind the scenes. Okay, I feel like there's some shadow energy here that I feel like is like illuminated. Okay, so I feel like this is like the spirit realm, okay, kind of taking care of things behind the scenes. Okay, so this is also you being very like protective of your energy too. All right, but I feel like there is this new horizon. Okay, there is this like trust and faith and knowingness, right? That regardless of what you're surrounded by, right, all the shadow, you are divinely protected, okay? All right. I feel like you are an energy that like receives enlightenment, or you are like an enlightened being. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, okay, and then we have the Tower. All right, so let's get into this. We have the Tower. I feel like changes, things are ending, like there's some sort of like disruption going on. There's causes for change going on. I feel like there's things that are still playing out, okay, that you may not see like in your physical reality per se, but they are still happening, okay? I feel like there's some like rude awakening. I feel like some sort of unexpected news or drastic endings are happening. There's some sort of like innocence about you, okay? There's some sort of like naivete, all right? I feel like you're not an energy that does anything to really cause any harm or ill will, but I feel like because of the energy you're in, or the fact that you're an enlightened being, you tend to attract the flies. And depending on how these flies treat you, there could be repercussions playing out at this time. Is also what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, and then I have the Empress, Divine Feminine. High vibrational energy. Hermit, you keep to yourself. You don't tell nobody knows what's going on with you. I think that's what it is. Like, you may have like pulled your energy back because you were surrounded by a lot of like shadow energy, low vibrational energy. And in order for the Tower to fall for this energy, you had to remove yourself from the situation completely. And I feel like that's you in the Hanged Man. I feel like as a result of you pulling your energy back, like you've established some sort of like closure, some sort of ending. And now you have like this freedom, okay? I feel like there's been some sort of like new opportunities here, new experiences. Okay, I feel like you're now in this like carefree energy. I feel like there might have been like an attempt to kind of like sacrifice you or siphon your energy, your life force energy, but I feel like you have freed yourself from that. And right now, like, things are still playing out. Okay, and so at this time it's really important that, like, you know, now you maybe aren't as naive, you have some sort of like understanding. I feel like this allowed you to kind of like elevate in some way. This is also you like really understanding how valuable you are and how worthy you are and how important your energy is. I feel like you are this bright light with the Hermit. You are someone who has like this strong connection to the divine. I'm getting like with this Hermit, like you have this high level spiritual awareness, or this was something that was also like developed and gained in the process. I'm getting that like not everybody gets access to you anymore. Okay, you might have been like a people pleaser. You might have been around people who were undeserving of you and your energy, and maybe have took you for granted, and as a result, no longer have access to you. The Hermit also talks about like you having this like understanding, and you keep to yourself. I feel like you're also minding your own business. You're not engaging in any type of energies that are not for your highest and greatest good. And I feel like you are someone who is meant to guide others on their path. So it's like you kind of had to learn some things yourself so that you can guide them through it as well. Okay, I do have a divine masculine at the bottom of the deck here, being represented as an Emperor. Okay. Yeah, Three of Cups. You're guiding, you might be just connecting with some like-minded souls here. I feel like you're working with a group. I have the Three of Cups here, so this represents also like celebration. It represents manifesting, creating. Okay. You may be also like guiding this group in some way, shape, or form. This can be you kind of like connecting with that higher energies and anchoring this into the physical. So this is like manifesting. This is also creation. I feel like this is you working. I feel like this is you kind of like sharing self-mastery tips. I feel like you're very resourceful. You have a lot of tools at your disposal. I feel like you might be showing others how to do what you do. So it's like kind of like leading by example is kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, I just saw King of Pentacles. Knight of Cups coming in sideways. Justice is playing out for any type of emotional manipulation or manipulators that may have tried to take advantage of you, okay? I'm also getting justice is playing out and fairness is being restored, okay? I feel like there is energy that has been doing a lot of thinking, okay? A lot of maybe call to process, being forced to remember all the things that they did to try to take advantage of you in some way, shape, or form. They used emotional manipulation, gaslighting, and this is like player vibes. So what I'm getting is that like there was a lot of empty promises, okay? And I'm getting this was a catalyst for you. And I'm getting that this energy needs to do some healing, some self-reflection, some introspection. There's a lot of wounds there. I just saw the Devil. Yeah, and then I have a King of Swords. So this is like representing like, I'm not getting that this King of Swords is really in the upright though. What I'm getting is like this King of Swords. It's like this is how they want people to see them, right? In the upright, like intelligent, worthy, knowledgeable, like always has something important to say, like whatever they say is truth. I feel like that's how they emotionally manipulate people. I feel like there's a false mask here. All right. So I feel like somebody was pretending to be something that they're not. I feel like they pretend to be upstanding, truthful, moral, strong integrity, but I feel like that's the opposite of what is truly the case. I feel like the divine is kind of forcing this energy to kind of like see all the wrongs and to kind of like admit those things. I feel like there's a lot of like slander, lies, betrayal that happened here. I feel like this energy does not want this cycle, this karmic cycle with you to end, but it's not up to them. I feel like they will be repeating this cycle because they didn't learn the lessons, okay? They did not learn the lessons. They did not gain enlightenment. They may have been someone who was meant to go through this enlightenment process with you, and instead they chose to continue their player ways, and as a result, like, they're gonna have to go within for that guidance, and I feel like their progress forward has been stopped. They will not be able to move forward until they learn this lesson, is what I'm getting. Yeah, and then I have the devil coming out officially. So yeah, I feel like there are some toxic ways, some immoral type things, some greed, some ego, some pride, some lust. I feel like there is a lot that was done behind the scenes here with the moon. I feel like they're being illuminated, okay, who they truly are and the things that they need to work on for themselves. And that is, you know, what goes around comes around. So I feel like they may be experiencing some sort of karma playing out here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Chariot going mid position. So this is saying like no forward movement. Like, they're going to have to go and, like, redo. There's, like, a redo here. There's some sort of, like, lessons playing out for this energy. I feel like this is, like, this completes, like, whatever contract this is that you had with this energy. There might have been a soul contract here, and it's null and voided and completed. Whatever that is. So I feel like this has, like, been recorded in the Akasha as well as here, also being reported in the Akasha records. So whatever happened in this dynamic, whether they involved multiples or not, doesn't really matter. I feel like whatever has been done, whatever that was meant to be learned, it's all being recorded. It's been recorded. And as a result, like, it's like official now. All right. So now there's like been some sort of like justice is being, you know, played out. So there is some sort of like shadow energy here. The deviance here is strong that I'm picking up. I feel like, yeah, look, okay, they did this all for money, for financial gain, for appearances, for materialism. All right, all the deviance that they did, that was their motive, okay? And as a result, like, that is how things will play out for them, okay? Sometimes what people value the most is where they learn the biggest lesson. That's what I just heard. Okay, so just know that. This is what's playing out right now. Okay. The guidance here is for you to continue focusing on your personal endeavors and keeping them to yourself until something is ready for prime time. You know, continue your personal development, okay? Your healing, working on those projects, okay? Minding your own business. Like, this energy here may want to kind of like come back around. But your advice is you're no longer on the same wavelength. Like, you're not even in the same reality anymore. So your guidance is kind of like to keep to yourself and mind your own business. Okay. You're not meant to help this energy at all. This is something that they need to learn on their own. Okay. You learned your lessons, so you don't need to learn theirs too. Because you also have a divine masculine coming in, okay? You have a replacement. Or not, maybe not a replacement per se. I feel like you learned what you needed to learn in this past lesson. And so you can close this out. And now, because you've learned what you've learned and you leveled up and now you're in a higher vibration, you are attracting a soulmate. You're attracting a higher level divine masculine energy if you're a feminine, and then flip it if you are a masculine, you're attracting a divine feminine. All right. And this is going to lead to the 10 of Cups. This is like emotional fulfillment. This is what you're calling into your reality. And this is happening for you. This is destined to happen for you. Okay. So we're going to make sure that we're staying in our high vibrational energy and we're not allowing any type of our energy field to interact with this past energy. Okay. And if you're feeling it, if you're feeling like kind of pulled, you know that there are tools and tricks to transmute that energy, correct? High priestesses. All right. This is you having access to your higher self. Okay. And operating from that higher self, higher vibration energy. Okay, so I mean, you have this higher calling on your life. All right, yeah, here's the reason, like, that now, like, you're not even involved in any of this energy, and this is what's going on behind the scenes, is that this past energy played themselves, okay? Like, they legit played themselves right out of your life, and apparently they're, you know, involved in other third parties, and still holding on to your energy, okay? And again, motivated by financial gain, okay? So just know that, like, while you're over here focusing on yourself, this is what's going on in the background, okay? Like, this energy hasn't changed a bit, okay? And they haven't learned anything. And so they will continue on this karmic loop until they learn, okay? Look, and then I just get the Two of Cups. Here's that soulmate, okay? High-level soulmate. And then this is the divine, okay, the Hierophant. Like, come on. God's handling this. All right? Yeah. Look at where they're going to get hit the most, right in the finances. While they're experiencing all of this, you're being blessed with abundance. And that is what motivates them. Okay? They are wondering, curious about what is going on with you, what's going on with your finances, what's going on with where you live, what's going on in your life, because they want to mooch off you. This energy is a mooch. Okay, they could never attract the abundance that you can attract. In fact, you are this blessing, you are this gift, and they squandered it. All right, they fumbled the bag. Okay, and they can't admit that they fumbled the bag. Okay, so they're going to continue to try to find you and everybody else. All right. And they'll be unsuccessful because you are the blessing. You are the gift. Okay. You now finally see this for yourself. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. You are destined for greatness. All right. Like, you can't help that. You can't help them. All right. They made their decisions. They made their bed. Now they need to lay in it. Like, this is the bed that they made. Like, they are constantly being haunted. Okay. Constantly. Your angels, ancestors, the saints, like, they don't play about you. All right. What they did is unforgivable. Maybe it's forgivable. It's not forgettable. Okay. They will never forget you. All right. You will be leaving a lasting imprint on them. All right. It's kind of like you both had some sort of like core trauma here. I feel like it was abandonment. And I feel like, you know, one of you went on the healing path and the other one took a hard left, okay, and decided to like play in the shadow, okay, play in the darkness, play in the lust, play in the greed, like the toxicity, okay. And, you know, now they think that they can just come right back in and pick up where they left off. And it doesn't work that way, okay. You're no longer unhealed and in pain and operating with, you know, a trauma response. Like, you've healed this abandonment that you might have had in common with this energy based on your own childhood wounds. You healed these things and are now free. You freed yourself from this karmic loop. All right. Yeah. Again, like 6 of Cups. This is, again, like, you healing your wounds is going to help your children. Okay. And I feel like this energy could have maybe has children now with this past, like whoever they engage themselves with. But I feel like your focus is doing what you can to, you know, have a better life for your own children if you do have children. This is also maybe them reminiscing about like the relationship that you guys had and how they sabotaged it. because of their abandonment wounds, because of their pride, their ego, and their trauma. You are definitely moving on from this situation. You're making plans towards the future. Okay, and this energy is playing victim. Okay, they're still blaming you, and you haven't been in contact with them or engaged in any type of interaction with them for a really long time. So how can they blame everything going wrong in their life on you if you haven't been in their life for a really long time? At some point, someone needs to look at themselves and say, hey, maybe I'm the problem. I feel like there's that, like, realization that someone is going to be beat. Like, I feel like this is going to be beaten into them. Like, hello, look in the mirror, right? I feel like they constantly inflict their pain onto other people, okay? And it's a representation of themselves. It's not always the person that they're dealing with, right? Like, you attract your own reality, all right? I feel like you have, like, confidence. You've established some sort of, like, compassion and understanding and strength. Like, I feel like you've tamed that inner beast within. Like, you have a balanced ego. Like, you've integrated that. Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, like, you're somebody who is loving, caring, kind, very intuitive, very empathic, okay? You realize, and I mean, you definitely are someone who has empathy and compassion for others, but not to your own detriment, right? Like, you're no longer letting people manipulate that aspect of you anymore, okay? Because you are healed. Those are now strengths for you, whereas before they may have been like an area that people took advantage of, right? Your niceness, your naivete even. Yeah, okay. I feel like whatever plans that they made to come against you have been spoiled and ineffective, right? So just know that, like, whatever plots and plans they're trying to make, they're backfiring. There will be no new beginning with you, okay? Yeah, the Sun card. Yeah, I mean, you are a child of the divine. Like, there's no, like, it's access denied. I feel like you see who this person is. You have full clarity and understanding of what you've been dealing with behind the scenes, right? And a lot of it was done behind the back too. Like, we have the Moon card, the Devil, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. So, you know, whatever dark magic, ill will, whatever fuckery they were sending your way, just know that it's, one, been returned to sender, and two, it's been ineffective. And any of the energy that they sent your way, you transmuted it to the light of God. Okay? So, again, like, all it did was help fortify your abilities, your strengths, helped you heal, helped you elevate. Okay? All that ill will helped you, you know, align yourself, you know, with your higher self. Like, you are now in a very, like, pivotal point in your life where you can see things from a higher perspective, okay? You can see things from the high ground, all right? You have the higher ground, all right? You have overcome some major life lessons here. There's also, like, something coming in for you, right? So it's like you might be in this waiting period. Yeah, and then we have 3, 4. All right, so this is what's coming in, is a stable union, a commitment, a celebration, some sort of, like, really strong foundation, okay, that you're going to build with someone else who is an equal match to you, okay, confirming that. All right, and this is divinely protected. I feel like this is the sword of discernment, all right? So your discernment is not just like, oh, you know, I have a strong intuition. Like, this is on, like, I don't even know what to call this. All right, like, this is Archangel Michael's sword, right? Like, you are that protected, all right? This union, this coming together is protected, okay? And again, like, you know, all you have to do is ask for help and you receive it, okay? This is you balancing duality, okay? This is you finding balance. Yeah, and someone is not balanced. Queen of Wands in the reverse. All right. I feel like this past energy is bound to a karmic. All right, this is a karmic relationship that they're in. They chose a Jezebel karmic female. Okay. And so now I feel like they've been juggled. Someone's being juggled in this dynamic, okay, in this relationship. All right, I have the Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Lovers. All right, so three's a crowd. That's what I'm seeing here. Three's a crowd. All right. So take that for what it is. Okay. Yeah. I feel like now someone has had this realization that they're being juggled, or maybe they were caught juggling, and there's some sort of like energy that wants to kind of, again, continue trying to win at all costs, right? Without being accountable for anything that they've left behind. I feel like there's some sort of energy that's kind of running towards you. And there's some sort of like, I don't know, like I feel like there's some sort of like obsession here, some sort of like callousness, lack of responsibility, accountability. I feel like wherever they went was not what they expected, and now we're trying to do like an about face, right? They might be running towards you, collective. Yeah, because, you know, after all, you were the abundant, stable one. It's almost like you were hidden in plain sight, all right? And they were tempted, right? It's almost like tempted by the apple, right? And they took a bite out of that apple and found out that it wasn't all that tasty. I feel like looks and materialism kind of got the best of them, their pride and ego. And I feel like this helped level you up, and it's based on like, this is more experience for you. And it puts you in a position of stability and security and worthiness. Okay. I feel like maybe this energy thought that you would run back to them because you would need them. But I feel like they found out that you didn't need them at all. And it was a blessing for them to be in your energy. Okay. And once they were no longer in your energy, like things started to fall apart for them. And I feel like the illusion started to wear off. And so, you know, you are in an energy of authenticity. Okay. And, you didn't have to put on a show. You didn't have to pretend. You didn't have to do spell work. You didn't have to manipulate or steal someone else's person in order to feel good about yourself. And I feel like this past energy does nothing but juggle and entertain many people so that they feel good about themselves. And this is the feminine and the masculine karmic energies. All right. So I feel like sometimes it's better to be single, stable, secure in your most authentic self than to deal with any type of low vibrational energy that, again, like doesn't align with your values and your morals. I feel like you'd rather be by yourself. Okay. You are very much supported by your divine family, your ancestors, your saints, your guides, all of that. I feel like you will not be settling for less than. Whereas this energy does settle for less than, right? I have a lot of cards that just came out. Let's see. I have the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay. So I have, like, your abundance is coming in, okay? You're highly favored. This is divine intervention. This is like this epiphany, creative spark, passionate new beginning coming in for you, all right? And I feel like this is something that, you know, you are deserving of. This is something that you're going to celebrate. And I feel like not everybody deserves to experience this with you, because this is something that you did on your own and no one can take credit for it. All right. And so that is a reason also that you might be isolated at this time, because there are energies that would like to siphon any type of positive blessing, abundant type blessings or gifts in your life. And so sometimes, you know, in order to, you know, be rewarded, you need to be in your own energy. Okay. This is like God having your back, right? This is divine intervention. You are a child of the divine and a strong warrior at that. You've gained a lot of experience through this process. Okay. And you are being rewarded. Okay. And it's coming in fast. All right. That is amazing. Amazing. All right. Let me neaten my piles up here. I know they're not like 100% like this landed here, but this is where we're putting them, and we're just going to, you know, dial back the OCD, okay? If you have OCD, this might annoy you, but oh well. All right, so thank you for that message. Whoa. Yeah, we have the High Priestess coming out. All right, so this is, again, confirmation that, like, you work with the divine. You have a purpose here. You are in your purpose in whatever way that is for you. Okay. If you're not sure, book a session. I'd be happy to work with you on that. I feel like this is you being of service. All right. And you understanding that there are laws above man and you're operating accordingly. Okay. And you're helping to be the messenger that you're being called to do and be. Okay. And this is kind of like, you know, again, like you being in alignment with the Most High, you providing and being of service to the Most High. This is you, you know, executing a divine plan, okay? Which is beautiful. And then I have the Hierophant here too, all right? Yeah, I feel like you're meant to do this with another energy here. Yeah, look at... Oof, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. Like if someone tries to confuse you, cast some sort of illusion, put you in a position that you have to make a difficult decision, like you can do it blindfolded. It's kind of what I'm getting. Like your discernment and your ability to cut people off is unmatched. Okay. So this is you being able to tap into that spiritual abilities, the insight, the clairvoyance, even with the blindedness. Like you can see through it all. It's like you have this strong knowing. You have this strong connection with your higher self, and again, like that sort of discernment is on point. Okay, if anyone tries to confuse you or cast an illusion, like, you cut them off and you keep it moving. Okay, this is air sign energy. All right. This can also be you like helping others to do this for themselves, okay? Because you also want to empower others in some way. I'm getting like communication energy here. Again, messenger. I kept hearing messenger, all right? You very much could be receiving downloads, divine information, guidance, energy, and you're meant to kind of like use this on your path and journey to help others, okay, find their way and use their own discernment. You might be teaching people discernment. You might be teaching people how to use their spiritual gifts. You might be teaching people how to establish strong boundaries. Okay. Also, you might be teaching people or helping people manage their mindset. Like perspective energy. You might be sharing divine perspective. You might be channeling divine perspective. I feel like, you know, there is going to be some sort of action that you're going to need to take off some of this messaging potentially. You might be guiding others towards their path, towards their purpose. All right. With the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like, again, like following your passions. Okay. taking that leap of faith and going towards, you know, something that you enjoy doing, right? You're meant to help others as you come across them. This can be you receiving. This can also be something coming in for you, because you're in an energy of receiving, giving and receiving. It might cause you to move, you might travel, you might have to relocate, you might have to, there might be a bit of a redirection here. I have Temperance, so this is again like balance and harmony being restored here. I feel like there is going to be some sort of ascension, awakening, some sort of death and rebirth here. Transformation. This is like part of your purpose is to help others through their transformation. As an earth angel here, the Temperance angel, I feel like this is part of your purpose because you've done this transformation yourself now and you have the experience. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles oftentimes is like that you know, the pre-empress energy. But what I'm getting is like this is like representing the fact that like this is a position that you earned. Okay, it represents experience. 9 Pentacles represents like this is something that you've reached beyond the 8 of Pentacles, which is like mastering a skill. Like this is you again, like reaching that higher level of mastery. So it could be you getting a master's, some sort of certification, some sort of degree, or it just represents like a higher level position. Okay, like this is like divine energy, a divine position. All right, there's truth, there's clarity. Okay, there's information that is coming. You might receive some sort of information that's coming. Okay, I feel like there is a lot of chaos. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of fighting. I feel like there's a lot of competition. Okay. I feel like you do not engage in the competition or the drama. But I feel like others are doing that. I feel like there is some sort of like feeling left out, feeling left behind. I feel like there's some sort of like energy that feels like you left them behind, okay? They left themselves behind, okay? I feel like there needs to be some sort of accountability here for energy that made the decisions that they made, and now there's repercussions as a result of these decisions. I'm getting there's a group here. Okay, it's got 5-5, all right? I've got a group of people fighting with one another and competing with one another, and there's some sort of disagreements going on, and I feel like there's some sort of experiences happening that are affecting people's lives, okay? So this could be, you know, damaged property. It could represent like having issues with cars, having issues with the law, having legal issues, having some sort of issues with family. Maybe there's illness. Maybe there's some sort of like discord. Maybe there's something going on with a friend group. I feel like this is presenting in their physical reality. Okay. And here's the thing, like sometimes it gets difficult in our physical reality because there's change that needs to happen, right? There's lack of action happening to make changes in our lives. And I feel like sometimes these experiences are used as a catalyst for growth and development and doing better and being better. And I feel like they are responsible for this energy. They're responsible for this. All right, not you. 6 of Wands is talking about, again, like overcoming those challenges, overcoming difficult things, right? It talks about like returning to a state of balance, okay, and harmony, and being recognized for what you did overcome and what you did change about yourself and how you did rise to the occasion when you were asked to rise to the occasion. And I feel like you're being recognized for that now. Maybe this energy in the past was told negative things about you, and so there was a different perception. I feel like now they're going to experience what you went through, and let's see if they rise to the occasion. Okay, yeah. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity. Yeah. What's this? Yeah. Page of Pentacles. There's something that is like being offered here. There's some sort of offer coming to you in the form of some sort of physical, in the physical. I feel like somebody is feeling extremely burdened. There's some sort of like overwhelm and burden here. And then I have a page energy. So let's get more information about this page. What's the page? What's this? Page of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. King of Wands. Okay. So this is fire sign energy. What's the fire sign energy? Purpose. Seven of Wands. Ace of Cups. All right, so you can trust whatever offer this is that's coming in. All right, I feel like it's an offer that's coming in that's going to maybe relieve some burdens for you in the financial aspect of things, or in your physical reality, because Pentacles are your physical reality. So it could be like, hey, maybe where you live, it's you know, a lot for you. So here's an opportunity to do it somewhere else and it not be so much for you. I feel like there's some sort of relief. This is what I feel like. There's some sort of relief coming in. I feel like somebody's coming in as well to kind of like also like an extra layer of protection. And this is something that is divine love, unconditional love. Oh, holy cow. All right. I feel like there is some sort of like, here's why I was like, what's with the protection, right? Why is this fire sign energy coming in? Potentially offering in some sort of protection. And it's because of this. It's because this is still going on in the background. It's like these people's lives, you know, whoever this is, I have 555 here, and then I have a Knight of Swords. This is like narcissistic energy coming in. Okay, still wanting to win at all costs, still trying to deceive, betray, harm, and slander and lie. I feel like somebody wants to like maybe offer in some sort of truth, but they're not coming from a place of truth. I feel like the background is like, oh, I want to tell you the truth. I want to talk to you, maybe sending you a message or a phone call, or actually showing up at your door. So beware. This is their intention, is the Five of Swords, which is, again, like being influenced and managed by some sort of shadow, dark energy. So the intentions are not good, all right? And that is why someone is coming in, all right, that is going to be another level of protection for you from this energy, okay? All right. It's almost like they don't want you to come into union with this energy. They don't want you to find the love that you have and deserve. So they want to try it one more time to take you out. And so that is why protection's coming in for you. So if anyone's coming back from the past, you cannot trust that energy. All right, Judgment. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it's because they're experiencing karma right now. And they think if they come towards you and try to make some sort of amends, that they will avoid their karma. And that's not true. Okay, because the intention is what matters. Okay, not what is said. It is their actual energy. Okay, and how and what their intention is. Okay, and they will receive lots of karma as a result of coming after you in any kind of way. All right, just know that they're currently in like this, you know, victim mindset, this victim energy. They are very unhealed, okay, and they absolutely detest your high vibrational energy. All right, like you being in the limelight, you speaking your truth, you calling them out on their shit. They hate it, and they want to do whatever they can to shut you up. And so they think that their way in is to come towards you with some sort of truth, and here's what they're really bringing to the table. Okay, nothing but dark entity attachments. Okay. Yeah, and it has something to do with what you do. It has something to do with a higher calling that you have that they absolutely can't stand. So if you have a platform and you're a reader and this past energy told a lot of lies about you and like spun this false narrative, they don't like the fact that people now see you in your authentic form, right, as this healing energy, because it disrupts their narrative that they spread about you. Okay. And so it makes them look like their mask is falling off, right? Their mask is falling off. Yeah, look, I told you they want to come in and apologize, but it's a dirty offer, okay? Dirty offer. All right? You walked away from this energy and it's kind of like they can't accept it, okay? Because they need to win. And by you not choosing them, they don't win. All right? It's like this narcissistic, yeah, look. Okay? 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Page of Swords. Yeah, they're watching you. They're stalking you. They are obsessed. Okay? Obsessed. Okay? Here's the thing. Like, now people are seeing the truth about why you walked away from them in the first place. I feel like they lied on your name, and it's because they're emotionally unstable. And I feel like this is what's coming to light. People are watching your page. Okay? If you have a platform, they're watching you and they're seeing this person unravel in front of them. And so it's like their character, their mask is falling off. Okay? Someone is spilling the tea. And it very much could be someone who is like, you know, someone who does divination. So people could be getting like tarot readings on you. Someone could be watching me to get info. I mean, it could be a mixed bag here. Yeah. Look, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there was a group of them that they worked with to come after you. I feel like this group has turned on them. It's almost like some of this group might need your help. They might need your help. Yeah. Then we have the 5 of Cups. I feel like whatever investment they made, they're regretting it now. I feel like they may have gotten away with this with somebody else, but not with you. Okay. Yeah. Water sign energy. Playing the victim. Pretending that, like, woe is me. Everything happens to me. Like, you know, why do I always date the crazies? Like, no, you're the one that is the crazy. I'm getting like, yeah, look at. They did all this for money. Okay, they went after you for money. They thought that they would benefit in some way. It's almost like that's what's like, it's almost like crazed them. They invested quite a lot of energy and money into burdening you as much as possible so that you would be weak and unwell and not be of value to anyone or think that you have any value. Okay, that is what this emotional manipulator did. Okay, behind the scenes. All right. Yeah. I feel like someone is drinking themselves to death as well. Some sort of substance abuse going on. I feel like you are being guided to focus on the legacy that you're here to create, regardless of what this energy, what these energies think that they can actually do to you. They can't do anything to you. This is your destiny. All right. So I used the whole deck, you guys. So this is a warning. This is a warning for the collective that karmic energies are, you know, receiving their karma. And here's the thing, like, they're not going to take it lying down. Like, they're going to come back fighting, all right? And so I feel like this is where you need to amp up your protection. This is when you need to, again, like, make sure you're doing your spiritual hygiene. If you need to know how to do those things, please leave me a message and potentially book a session with me, or I could do some videos on it, actually. But I feel like if things are feeling wonky and you're unsure of, like, is this my energy? If, like, something bad gonna happen, like, just know that it's It's legit, like those energies from your past that you walked away from. It's them receiving their karma, and they're not liking it. Like, they don't want to receive karma, okay? And they're desperate. These energies are legit desperate, okay? And energy is energy, so do what you can to like alchemize it and transmute it into love. Just know that you are divinely protected, okay? And you closed out a major karmic cycle. And yes, of course, you know, moving on from a karmic cycle means that you are free and sovereign. And oftentimes, like, low vibrational energy, you know, they're no longer a match for you. You're untouchable, all right? So keep it that way. Maintain a high vibration. Go within to receive enlightenment and guidance on what to do next. All right? I love you guys. And if you need anything, you know how to reach me. Bye now.